Hey there, dreamers. Anne Marie here with Big Dreams Homestead, and today is day 9. I think. I think it's day 9 of my challenge from my sister to upload a video every day for 30 days. And didn't get much work done on the tiny house. It still sits as it did before. What did I do today? I took my two sisters. We had to go for a little drive today in my car for a change. I haven't been driving my car since March, so funny story about that. But apparently, I drive like a little old lady when I haven't driven for several months. But we drove up to another town about 45 minutes away, and my sister needed to pick up an inversion table. So we did that, and then we went to the Dodge dealer. So my morning started out. I picked up my car the other day. The new mechanic had tried to fix it, and the he tried to replace a brake switch because it was throwing a code for the brake switch as well. So he tried to replace that to see if that would clear the codes, and it doesn't. So it turns out that I do need the control module, but he told me to go to the Dodge dealer instead of the shop because they might have a module that they can put in and not have to calibrate, and then it would be cheaper on me for labor. So he unplugged my ABS control module, um, thinking that way, it's disabled and it couldn't cause me any problems. And I drove it home, and then I noticed that my odometer or my speedometer wasn't working at all. It just sat on 0. And so today I drove it back over to the shop. He plugged it back in. So now my speedometer works again and still shows all the codes. But so we drove it up to the other town, 45 minutes away, got the table for my sister because my car is the only one big enough for it to fit in. And then drove it all the way back. I don't know, we were driving for hours today, but drove it back down by my other sister's house and took it to the Dodge dealer. Now, flashback to when I first got the car checked out, they charged me $200 to check it. And then they quoted me $4,000 to repair it. So far, I'm into it $200 for, their code checking to hook it up to the machine. They charged me $200, the first shop. The second shop charged me $20 to hook it up. I paid $80 for the brake switch, which was bad anyhow, so that's not a problem. He was just trying to fix that first to see if he could clear the codes. So now I'm into it $280. While we were driving out today, I turned 100,000 miles on this Dodge Durango. Now, this is the first problem I've ever had with this car. I bought it new off the lot, never had a problem, just had to replace brakes once and replace tires. So it's been a really good car so far. Gosh, my phone weighs a ton. Anyhow, so gosh, this is a long story, huh? So we drove it all the way down to the Dodge dealer, and the car drives fine, the brakes work fine, no problems there. Going to the Dodge dealer, asked them, I gave them the estimate that the first shop gave me. They're going to have to run their own, they're going to have to hook it up to the machine again anyhow. So that's going to cost me another $130. But to do the same repairs that first shop quoted me $1,400 for the control module replacement, theirs is $750. So, and it's only $130 to hook it up to the machine. This is at the dealer. This is at the Dodge dealer. So, lesson learned. I'll just be going to the Dodge dealer or to this new mechanic. The new mechanic right here in town, they went out of their way to help me and charged me very little. I only paid $80 to them. So, but they went out of their way to try and help me. So they have a customer for life now. So, but in the meantime, the Dodge dealer told me, no problem, you can drive the car, you just don't have ABS brakes. So, gives me a chance to save up $750 to have this repaired. I drive the car maybe 100 miles a month. I mean, I very seldomly go anywhere. So, and when I do, it's all on the back roads. I don't go the freeway very often. So I'm just going to put it off for a few months and save up the money for that. What else did we do today? Oh, we went to Home Depot and I got the rest of the baffles for the roof, the ceiling, so I can do the insulation. Oh, yay. So I can finish the insulation in the ceiling. Still need to borrow my friend's ladder for that. Gosh, my arm is killing me. This phone weighs a ton. And then came home and was watching you guys on live and, the live streaming channels, and just realized, oh my gosh, I didn't put up a video for today. So this is my video for today. The last two videos that you guys saw the last 2 days, I obviously did that work probably a month ago. That was building the toilets. Still haven't finished my toilet because it's not important and I don't need that right away. All it needs is I have to cut the holes in the top, prime it and paint it, and put the cover, the toilet seat and the cover on it, and those will be done. So I haven't finished that, but the last couple days, mainly what I've been doing is more research on running the water. Let me show you guys what I got going on here. But running the water from the pump house over here to the tiny house. So I already have my ditches trenched out here, and that goes straight to, that's our well house, pump house right there. And then down to here, gosh, I don't even know if you guys could see that because I'm filming on my cell phone right now, just being lazy. But so I have to run the water in here, which means I have to get a delivery of sand to lay the pipe in. We have direct bury cable for the electric, so just need to put in a layer of sand, put the piping in, and now that I know what kind of piping to buy, we should be good there. I'm just trying to decide because I really want it to come up here. You guys can't see that. So let me try up here. Okay, so that's where my electrical comes up out of the same trench and comes up into the house. So I want to run the water line up right next to it, and then put a outdoor spigot here, maybe, but then run it PEX the rest of the way underneath the house. And I only have to go to my kitchen and the bathroom, which means I really need to decide where it is I'm going to put this hot water tank that I haven't bought yet. And so yeah, plumbing is the next issue. I already have, see if I can get across this ditch without falling in it. Okay, I also have dug the trench right here, and it goes out past the house and then another 30 feet out past it. And that's going to be for my gray water septic. So the next step on that, I did go look at my sister's stuff, and she doesn't have the septic lines that I need. So I just need to go buy some of those, but those are cheap. But in this corner here, the trench comes out from the house and makes a straight beeline out that way. And let's see if I can do it this way. So it comes straight out from the house and then goes straight out that way. And right here in this corner is where the 55-gallon drum is going to be for the gray water. So I need to hire the local kid that comes out and does work for us to have him dig that corner out a little more for me, and then I will be able to do that. So I really want to get these ditches covered, backfilled, and filled back in as soon as possible. So I think that's going to be the next step. And while I'm waiting on stuff from that to come together, like the delivery for the sand and the kid to come out to dig up the hole for me a little bit more, I can be working on the insulation up in the ceiling. So hopefully I can get all the insulation done on the walls and the ceiling. And then after I get the plumbing in, I can put in, I'm going to use Reflectix for the insulation underneath the house. And then my next step will be skirting around the bottom. I think I'm going to use the cement board to do skirting around the bottom because that's going to be my cheapest option. And after that, interior walls. So slowly getting there. I think at this point, a lot of it's just going to be when I have the money to put into it, then I put it into it and finish off what I can. I did price out the difference between using drywall, which I really don't want to have to deal with in there. I just hate putting up drywall, and doing tongue and groove boards. And the tongue and groove boards will cost a lot more, but a lot easier for me to put up. So I may just be doing one wall at a time as money comes in, you know, and as I can get the boards, because they only have like 35 boards at Home Depot anyhow. So I might just be doing one wall at a time until I get all the walls done in there. But that's the plan for now. In the meantime, I got kitties running everywhere. So that's about it for my update for today. Like I said, didn't get much done inside, but did a lot of research and learning and watching videos on how-tos, and which is a lot of, you know, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm learning as I go on a lot of it. So I need to start making decisions on the hot water heater, which one I'm going to go with. Because I'm going to do the on-demand tankless propane hot water heater, and I'd like to have an outdoor one so I don't have to worry about gas leaking in the house. And that's about it for today. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.